Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready? Right there. Let's go, D. Switch. Where are they, team? 2, fellas, let's go. One.
Mariota to throw it. Shakes off the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Mariota. He's got it to James White. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage... Blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Mariota to Michelle on the screen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Mariota now. That's complete to White. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 50 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set, ready? 10, 2, stop.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Right. 5.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Off the play fake, Mariota. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo 1st. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Switch up. Let's go one more. Come. Snap.
On 1st down, it's Carson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Protein spill.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
From the gun, Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Noah Spence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Ready? 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He's checking. He's one. Prepare to go.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Michel. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 44 yards on the ground.
First down, New England.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
Delta. 58, 58, Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota steps away. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Mariota. That is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. A first down throw for Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? One. Give me something.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to take off, and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Herbert. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Foster. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground is Michel. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
McCrane able to knock this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, I'm coming up.
To throw again. Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Herbert. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Herbert looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Michel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Mariota. Open man is Myers. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Herbert. Open man, here's Foster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 19.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 1-yard touchdown reception. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is secured by the Patriots. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts.